Outlanders. Welcome to our very exciting release stream for PC. The Reinforcements pack is out now, so that means you could also get Vigor for early access, which is lovely. We hope you can hear us and see us all okay. Please let us know in the chat if all is good, and then we're gonna jump right in. Just keeping an eye out on the chat. By the way, right now we should be streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and yeah, we'll update you guys if anything changes on that, mostly because we're trying to stream on Steam as well, but it's work in progress, so we'll see how it goes. Cool, got a heads up that everything is working and you guys can hear us all okay, which is great. Let's jump right in. So, you might recognize some familiar faces from the previous stream, or rather the one where we announced. So on camera we've got Tom Derda, who is our senior QA tester.
Hi.
Moof, our project lead.
Hello,
and
hello.
Barrett, our producer.
Hey.
Cool, so yeah, everyone's like, oh, you guys released the game, congratulations, good job, thank you so much for the positivity. Can hear fine, that's all great, thank you guys so much for your support. We are so grateful that you're very supportive for us. It was a really amazing thing our team did, and we're just so freaking happy that it's finally out. So we hope that you guys will jump in as well and enjoy it. Without further ado, let's try and see how the gameplay is looking. Tom is currently playing a shootout, and this is how the game looks like on Steam. He just died, but and
I did.
you died, and then the shootout just ended. Yeah. So that was very quick.
Nice. What a showcase,
Every time.
Oh man, but it's okay. Tom's gonna queue up again, this time for Mirren, so this is gonna be good. Right, so for those of you who might not have had the opportunity to tune in the last time when we were talking about early access and the reinforcements pack, we'll go through some questions that we've already answered in the past, but they were repeating within the community these past few weeks, honestly, so I think it would be good for us to jump into them. And then we'll also be trying to get some questions from the chat. The devs will also pick out some if they see anything interesting, so if you have any feedback or comments you'd like to share with us, like, go ahead and shoot it in there. All right, so first question perhaps for the developers. Why are you making a PC port for Vigor?
Yeah, we were following our community for a long time, and we saw that many people are discussing why we are not releasing on PC. So we heard to their voices and decided to work on the PC port, and here it is.
That's great. And just a side note, Tom is already almost in the shootout, so we get to see some action. Hopefully Tom will survive longer than before.
Nah, probably not.
But come on, you gotta show off our achievement to,
Sure.
to the audience.
I'll try. I'll do my best.
Your best is amazing. Thank you so much. All right, and then a follow-up question for early access. Why is it that Vigor is coming to PC as an early access title?
Well, we already chose this approach multiple times in the past, because this is our first time going to PC. You know, it's completely new set of controls, completely new community. So we want to make sure to gather as much feedback as possible before fully releasing as a free-to-play title. So that's pretty much why we decided to go this way, because it's proven to be very successful in the past for us as a team to provide the best experience possible. So I guess that's it.
And also to add, basically we didn't want to keep the game secret because it was already technically in a good shape.
Yes.
So we were like, okay, let's bring it to the players already.
Cool, thank you both so much for sharing some input in that. Okay, I'm just going to see, yeah, we had someone ask PC when, dude, now.
Today, like a few hours ago.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at Tom, he's actually playing a shootout right now on PC, so...
Look at me.
I think that they are messing with us.
I think so
pretty
too,
sure.
but like sometimes you're not really sure anymore. So like, just to be safe, just in case you missed it, yeah, PC is out now on early access through the reinforcements pack. All right. Speaking of the reinforcements pack, let's just briefly jump into how much the reinforcements pack costs, please, and what they contain. I mean, right now I'm showing the community what's in it, and Parrot, if you could please discuss the reinforcements pack briefly.
Right. So maybe we should start with the fact that when we decided to go into the early access, right, and we knew that even though the game is already in a pretty good shape, still it won't be completely finished for the full release on PC. That's why we decided to go with the early access and to enter the early access and try the game early. You're actually buying the reinforcements pack, which hopefully you can see on the screen right now. It is available for 19.99. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We really wanted the pack to be as packed as possible, obviously. So it has one of the coolest uniforms, in my opinion, that we ever released. And then you also get a bunch of consumables, weapons, ammo. I don't even know how many things are actually in there because it's so much. So
I don't think
you guys can see
anyone
it.
counted. Yeah.
You guys can see it, and you can see that it's quite a lot. Also, since after the early access, there will be a vibe of progress, but the reinforcements pack and the items that are connected to it will be transformed into your account after the full release. So that's also good news.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Parrot, for running through that. I just want to have a look quickly at the YouTube chat to see if there's any questions. Are PC players only fighting PC players right now?
Yes,
That's true.
Yes,
Yes.
that is the case. The early access currently has even a different version that is right now available on consoles. So PC players are able to enjoy Season 18 while console players are currently enjoying Season 19.
Yes, indeed. And then relating to the wipe, some people were asking again, like, what exactly will be wiped after the early access period? If we could just reiterate on that, please.
Right. Well, basically everything apart from the reinforcements pack. So even if you, for example, progress your shelter during the early access period, this progress will be wiped. I also saw an interesting question in the chat. I don't have it anymore, but it was connected to the purchases made during the early access period and if they transfer or not, right? So for the early access, all of the purchases for real money are turned off, so you are actually unable to purchase any crowns or other premium packs for real money. But we wanted to give our Outlanders the opportunity to kind of, experiment with different customizations and stuff that we have available in our in-game store. So every Outlander gets a starting amount of crowns that you can use in the shop. You can kind of try out like what suits you, what customizations you like. Unfortunately, those purchases will be wiped upon the full release. But then after it fully releases, you can kind of like scroll back to those that you truly liked and you will already know.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for running through that, Parrot. We've got some questions on the Twitch chat about how long the early access period is for. Could we... I mean, I could answer it, but I think that it would be good if a developer would reiterate on
Yeah,
it.
sure. How long it will take? Basically, we plan to flip the game from early access to full free-to-play later this year. So eventually, as this will happen, there will be the vibe, as Perit just said.
Yeah.
So later this year, I would say.
Yes, indeed. And this might be a question that could be good for Tom. How does one zoom in with a sniper scope? I guess they mean how do they aim down the sights?
Right, that's middle mouse button.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much, Tom. All right. I'm just going to quickly go through the questions we have again. In case some of you missed it, there's also this question of where can I download Vigor for early access on PC? Which the short answer is Steam, but it's not like you have to get the reinforcements pack in order to access the early access build on Steam. So, yep, just a heads up that the reinforcements pack, again, I'm just going to show it on the screen so that you all understand that you are buying the reinforcements pack and then it will help you get access to early access.
Exactly. So along with the access to the early access, you also get a bunch of exclusive items in the reinforcements pack as well. Obviously, there are some, consumables, weapons, and stuff like that. But for example, the uniform is exclusive just for the reinforcements pack. So for our players that are going to support the game throughout the early access period.
Lovely. And another question perhaps for Tom, please, if we could.
I'm hiding in the garbage bin because I'm trash.
Don't self-deprecate. You're better than that. Don't worry about
Sure,
it. There's a question about, can you choose between hold to aim versus click to aim?
No.
Okay, and will it be a possibility in the future, perhaps?
Probably not.
Okay, cool.
We can talk about it later.
Like we may for sure consider the feature
Yeah, exactly.
if the implementation won't be that difficult. Like I would say, we will look into it because like other games have it, so we might look into it design-wise.
Cool. Thank you so much. And then there's another question regarding the game, actually. Why doesn't co-op work, inviting your friends, etc.? We know it's a known issue, actually, but Moof, please go ahead. I know you wanted to jump in on the question about inviting friends and
it's
such.
because Steam is currently a very fresh platform for us. So and the game is still in development. This part of the game was not yet developed, so it is something we will be looking into in the future. So don't worry, but currently it's not yet implemented, so you can't easily join with the players with the friends on Steam. But we are looking into it. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. We've actually got an interesting point from one of our senior QA testers. Archie in the chat actually mentioned that there should be a possibility to change the aim button between hold and toggle in settings.
Oh, awesome.
So that's wonderful. That's great news. Thank you so much,
Good,
Archie,
nice.
for
Awesome.
jumping in with that info. And then we've actually got another question, which is also a part of the known issues that we can talk about today. Why can't I change the screen resolution? The frame rate is great. Or is that not tied to the quality of the graphics that we are thinking of?
Like in the video options, there is a screen resolution, and I just tried today, and it worked for me. So we may definitely it worked even for other testers.
Yeah, yeah.
So we may look into it because we heard that for some people it was not working, and we would like to know whether you are trying to change it in full screen or windowed mode on the or the borderless window mode. So. This is a thing. We may definitely look into it, and as we say, remember, it is still early access, so we are heavily working on the game. It's in good shape, but there are still things to polish, fix. So if anything isn't working for you, we are definitely looking for your input, and for your reports.
Which also is a great opportunity to introduce the feedback tracker, right?
Yep.
So Anjana, do you want to kick it off?
Oh yeah, for sure. So as you all know, we're always, because this early access just came out today, we are collecting your feedback. We are using a feedback tracker, which our community managers will be sending a link for in the chats later on, hopefully sooner than later. And that's the best place to send us feedback so that we can sort through it as a team and discuss the issues further. I mean, aside from that, you can also go to our social media and report it there, but I highly recommend using the feedback tracker because it's more, let's say, straightforward way, in my opinion. So, yeah. Yep, and the feedback tracker link just got sent. Thank you so much. I will make sure to pin this message, actually. And, yep, that's great. Any other notes regarding the feedback tracker, or I think I covered it all, or...
I think that you covered it. Yeah, obviously we're also going, or the girls are going through all of the reports that we get on social media, forums, Reddit, whatnot. But this is actually something that goes also directly to the team, so we can jump right into it. You know, we even got notifications set for that. So yeah, if you have the time to report through the feedback tracker, that would be cool. We will be definitely checking it out.
Thank you so much. There was a question that it might then now totally be about something regarding the graphics. Why does the game look blurry for me?
Phew.
Hmm.
That's unfortunate. Move, do you want to jump into
Yeah,
it?
maybe.
Right.
You know me. I also was developing the game like
Mhm.
hands-on, fiddling with the scripts and sometimes code. So maybe I have sometimes some insight. Like one thing you may try is to look into the video options and try to set directly, like manually, the different presets. So you can just flip it to medium or high, depends on your rig, and see if it improves. Yeah.
Mhm.
This should definitely help. So
Mm.
try it out because it kinda refreshes the settings in the background.
Mhm.
So this may help a lot.
Mhm.
I
Think-
also think that it's worth noting that video settings are something that we are continuously looking into,
Yes.
and we are trying to improve also through the early access period. So stay tuned for,
Mhm.
for some fixes and tweaks.
Yeah. Obviously, you may try the usual stuff, but I think I don't need to say it. But just to be sure, like install the latest drivers, blah blah blah. You know this thing. Restart the PC because it refreshes some, I don't know, DLL libraries or whatever, and then restart Vigor again. Flip the video options to some setting, and that's it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Try it out. I hope it helps.
Thank you so much for running through that. Did you see something funny, Tom, that you'd like to point out on the chat?
No, I'm just smiling because
Okay.
I'm in a good mood.
Okay, that's nice to hear. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be a celebratory time for us. A little bit of a behind-the-scenes kind of situation. We're actually gonna have a party as a Vigor team later today, so I think we're all looking forward to that as a team, because it was a really tough day and a really tough, well, period of time to prepare for this release, honestly. So I think that the entire team just deserves to kick back and relax and enjoy some cake. So
Yeah, it was a bit hardcore during today, but at the same time, it was so rewarding to see it finally live. You know, we were watching the numbers of players as they were swamping into the shelter area. Then we were so excited when the first encounter actually happened. You know, first public servers and stuff like that. It was absolutely awesome. I'm tired and but very happy.
All of us.
um,
The same.
yeah, well, Tom said that the cake is a lie, and I'd like to assure you all that the cake is not a lie. We will have cake, yes, that is kind of a must. So we need to celebrate it. Okay, and then there are some questions again rehashing the problems with not being able to join a duo or a trio or team up with their friends. Could we please just run through it again for those who might have just jumped in and maybe didn't hear the explanation?
Yeah, sure, I can repeat that. Basically, it's a functionality we would like to implement, but it's tied to the platform. So we have it on consoles because Vigor is a long time there, but on Steam, like the early access is very freshly there. So it is something we plan for the future, but it's not yet implemented. It will be implemented and then it will work. So currently not possible to easily join with friends, but we are looking into that actively. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then a repeat question again, but not about friending or joining with friends, but rather the wipe. Will cosmetics unlocked in the early access period wipe with the rest of the character and the stash?
Yes, that is correct. The only things that will remain are the contents of the reinforcements pack. I know that for some it's really unfortunate. At the same time, we during the early access, this was the only viable option for us as a team and for the game during this period. However, we decided to give every Outlander a starting amount of crowns for the early access, so you can kind of experiment, you know, in the stores, find out what cosmetics you like and stuff like that. So in the end, after the full release, you already know what you kind of like lean towards to and what you enjoy, so you can then just scroll back and find it out.
Thank you so much. Going back to the question about not being able to join a team or duo or trio up, will it work during full access or like free to play release?
Yeah, we are planning that.
Yeah.
The functionality should be the same as on consoles. We would like to
Exactly.
people be able to invite their friends to play with them.
Thank you so much for rehashing that for our audience. And now we've also got a question which we talked about in one of our previous streams, but this is why we're doing this so that we can answer some of your questions again. Are there any plans for crossplay and or cross progression?
Yeah, we are planning to implement crossplay later this year, and yeah, if we manage, but we will provide an option to opt out, so nobody can fear that they are forced to basically crossplay.
Yes, exactly. I also think that we discussed it on the announcement stream, if I'm
Yes,
not
yes.
mistaken. So yeah, we just want to confirm that really
Mhm.
there will be an option to turn it off for those of you that do not enjoy playing with guys on PC.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And now there is also a question
Mhm.
about Steam Deck. Has Steam Deck made it to the early access today? Perhaps it would be good for Tom to.
Yeah.
It's his time to shine. Let me just
There we go.
change the screen.
Wonderful Steam Deck. It works. See,
Yeah.
it's not an image. It works.
That would be really sneaky.
Imagine if it didn't, though. Oh no. Okay, thank you so much, Tom. Yes, thank you for showing it sideways as well, so that they understand that it's a real Steam Deck.
It
and
is a real Steam Deck.
Yeah,
It's
like-
it's not fake. I promise.
Okay, I mean, some people were like, "Well, the cake must be a lie," so I guess the Steam Deck is
See?
also a lie, right? But
I think so too. The cake is a lie.
Tom, okay, you're gonna be proven wrong later during the party, of course. Okay, back
The
to
last question on Twitch, when is it coming to smart fridges? Like, it is the exact joke
Soon.
that we made with the team as well.
soon TM. Okay. Let's just see what else the other Outlanders are asking. Tom is spectating.
I'm dead.
it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry to hear that.
As always.
But your teammate might live. Oh, your teammate!
Yes, nice. Good job.
That's great. Wonderful. Okay. Let's see.
There was a question about the ping like a little while ago, so maybe I may bit elaborate on that. Like basically ping, network ping depends on the network, right? It doesn't depend on the Vigor's client you download from Steam. And it's related to server's location and basically network access from your client to the server. And we have servers worldwide because we want to provide the best service possible for our players, but it all the time depends on the connection from your home to the server. So depends where exactly you live and what's the line there.
Thank you so much, Mo, for jumping into that. Okay, and then there is this question as well. Are we getting first-person perspective game mode? No, we
Nope.
are
No.
not.
We are not.
We are not planning on it currently, so that's a no. Okay, and we've got some cute congratulations in the chat. Well done to everyone, the whole team that are behind the scenes and don't always get the attention. Yeah, like, honestly, like, I think I can safely say that whenever someone's down with the flu or down sick, like, we really notice when they're gone. So we're a very tight-knit team and we all rely on each other extensively. So honestly, kudos to the whole team. We freaking did it, you know? This is great. Vigor on Amazon Fire Stick when? Joking, by the way. Okay. Or Vigor on mobile. No.
No, please no.
That's a good idea.
Oh. Oh, I wish you guys success in the project. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Thanks a lot.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. I'm just going to check if there are any other questions that our Outlanders might be asking again
Sure thing.
regarding PC.
I think that someone was asking about like a specific roadmap for Vigor as a project. Well, I wouldn't say that we have like a roadmap timeline of every single feature that we have in mind, right? But our next step is definitely the full release on PC and also like getting all of the platforms to the same version.
Yes.
So like to have unified experience for everyone, no matter the platform. So that's definitely up in the future as well. Then obviously we were also discussing the crossplay, for example. We are not promising to have it ready right for the full release, but we would like to have it ready sometime this year.
Thank you so much. And then again, a repeat question about inviting friends. When will it be available? We are aware that it's not working right now, and as mentioned earlier today, we are gonna make it work after the full release.
Yep.
So later on this year. Okay, let's see. What happens when you get connection to server timeout? One of our Outlanders is asking, and I'm looking at you, Tom.
You don't get to the server. Just restart the game or matchmaking.
Yeah, so yeah, that's basically that. I mean, sometimes there are hiccups, so it's just best to restart the game, as Tom said, and then hopefully it works out. However, if it persists and like you absolutely cannot get into the game, feel free to reach out with some feedback, either on the feedback tracker or yeah, on our social media as well, so we could look into it. But you know, like Tom said, restarting either the matchmaking or the game itself, it should work. So let us know.
And also, we may add that if this is just like temporary hiccup, you know, just some temporary network hiccup, so it's quick disconnect, and if you connect again, it works. Basically, there's a safety for the players that if you are in the match and you are dragging something in your inventory, you have like insurance for that. So if you disconnect, we will grant you the items back. If this is not happening like too often. Just occasionally, we just give you the items back.
Thank you so much, Mook, for jumping into that.
So you don't need to fear, basically, if it's just a random network hiccup during the match that you lose your inventory and your items.
Right. Someone was asking if there will be a gap between the early access and then the free-to-play release, or if it will go right away into the full release. So there will be no gap. It will go straight away into the free-to-play.
And we've got a question. This game has been free for a couple of years on console now. What is the reason for early access, and why does it cost $19.99 USD? We talked about this earlier, but I think there's no harm in talking about it again. So
Yeah, sure thing. Will,
Yeah,
do you want to
yeah,
start?
we may start. We may start with the technical part because originally we like just planned to port the game to PC and that was it. But then we realized that the game is such a in good technical shape that it is basically playable, releasable. There are no major systems like in questionable state. It is basically playable. We have still a lot of work to do on it, but we said like, hey, why not to give it to the players? You know, if somebody wants to play it. So we decided to make the reinforcements pack, which is really stuffed with a heap of things, unique uniform and such. And if you buy it, as a benefit, we give you access to this early access, so you can start playing the game right away instead of waiting for the later time this year.
Yeah,
So you can try it out
exactly.
immediately.
I would also like to add that maybe like when we are talking about porting Vigor to PC, right, you have to keep in mind that up until now it was a console-only title. And even though it might sound easy, we soon figured out that many things need to change and be like really tackled for the PC audience. This includes the controls, the resolution, the graphic settings, because everything was, you know, tailored for console players and for the specific platforms. It also touches UI and many other systems. So it is actually very difficult to port a game that was up until now console only to PC.
Exactly. Yeah.
yes, indeed. I'm just seeing some reports on the YouTube chat that there are some Outlanders who aren't able to get in at all, and they can't get into any game modes. I mean,
Right. I am currently checking our internal communication as well. So actually, our console cloud was restarted. It should be back up by now, hopefully, but that might be also why they are unable to get in currently.
okay, thank you so
You can
much.
clearly see that our team is working in the background, you know, as we speak.
I mean,
So they need to, if they need to fix something, they just stop the services, push in the fix and restart it, so
Yeah.
you can see it running.
Exactly, and it happened multiple times today as well. So we are constantly working on fixes and improvements.
yes, indeed. And then we've got an interesting question. Well, what about console? Is support done for it? What's gonna happen to Vigor on console because of the PC port?
Right. Definitely not. It's definitely not stopped or dead. This was also something that we very heavily considered when we decided to, you know, port Vigor to PC as well, that we have to provide, you know, constant updates and new content for our console players and keep the new, you know, exciting Battle Pass seasons coming the way they are used to. That's also why it took a bit longer than we originally anticipated to get Vigor to PC. And since we are a small team, and even at the beginning, we knew that maybe we do not have enough resources to do it completely alone. We also had an outsourcing studio helping us with some of the backend work.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, nothing from the console support of consoles was sacrificed. The support is full on, and we are still like developing features, fixing, tweaking stuff, creating new battle pass seasons. So it's like going on and on.
Yeah, exactly.
And perfect timing because Tom is actually, or he just now was trying to choose another game mode / map to get into, and there was a question about why is there only one tile for encounters? Why can't I choose more than one type of encounter?
Right. When we were preparing for the early access release, this was actually a decision to improve matchmaking times for you during the early access, because we didn't really know, and it's really hard to anticipate how many players will be playing straight away, and you know what will be the peak hours and stuff like that. So that's why we wanted to keep the amount of maps to a minimum to keep the matchmaking times really short. I don't know if you want to add anything, Move, or
Yeah, it's exactly like this because we know how many players per match, how many players we have in total. So we try to keep the matchmaking times on decent level.
Yes, indeed. And yeah, speaking about maps, they're saying that, oh, I don't see any maps at all. Well, I think that it would be good if you just restarted your game real quick, and hopefully that should resolve that. It should be just a quick fix. Hopefully it's going to be all right. Just let us know, please, if it continues that way. But yeah. When are we getting zombies?
there is a different game for that.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, no zombies for the Outlands right now, no. There are other games.
It's a shame.
Aw. It is, but it's alright because we have other games from Bohemia Interactive that could be better suited for those who are into zombies.
Do
so.
we? Do we have a zombie game?
We do, Tom.
Really? Which one?
Actually, oh yeah, well, Daisy we're very friendly with the team in Daisy, so if you're interested in zombies, you could also check out Daisy. So, yep. You too, Tom. You could also check out Daisy if you'd like.
Ah, Daisy. I heard about that.
And then there's also, is there a story in Vigor? Like lore? Yes, there is lore. There is lore, and I'm happy to see Tom agreeing with me on this.
There is. I promise.
You can get to find out what's going on in post-war Norway through some cassettes. You can find them in the Outlands. That should slowly reveal what's going on in terms of the story. So we hope that you'll let us know how you feel about it. Okay. In all honesty, adding a PvE element to the game would be awesome. We hear you on that.
It would.
But, you know, we get it, but we're not working on it right now. It's still going to be PvP, so you're fighting against real Outlanders. And I know that some people are going to start saying, but you guys have bots. No, we do not. Those are real Outlanders, with the exception of the tutorial, which we hope you will give the tutorial a go, because it's quite important for you to understand how the mechanics are going in the Outlands. I mean, it's kind of hard to jump in without a tutorial. I mean, unless you're really brave and you want to wing it, then go ahead. But yeah, the tutorial will be helpful, and you will encounter some AI in the tutorial only, just so that you could get a feel of how the game is going and how you can expect it to go in the Outlands. All right.
Also, the maps should be back up again. Everyone seems to be matchmaking normally.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for the update, period. And I see Tom running around, and do you have an aim right now, actually? Maybe we could slightly showcase...
Do I have what?
Do you have an aim right now? Like, where are you headed?
I'm gonna kill a guy that I saw.
Yeah. I
Over
saw
here.
someone asking if we can plug in a controller to see how the controls are changing, but I do not think that we have one here.
I don't
We don't have a
believe so,
controller.
sadly.
Yeah,
God
that's
damn.
cool. I mean, we are here to showcase the PC build, right? With like the real keyboard and mouse, so maybe next time, guys.
Yeah. We'll keep it in mind for next time. I'm going to make sure to note it down. Okay, let's see. So hopefully Tom will find the person who he was hunting down earlier, and that he's going to showcase how some of the gunplay looks like for some Outlanders who might not have had the chance to shoot at other Outlanders yet in encounters. So yeah. Okay, when will it be released for free for PC? Later on this year.
Mhm.
We are currently in early access right now, and we'll be sharing more updates down the road for you guys to like understand
Mhm.
what the news is. So if you're looking forward to the for the free to play or full release, just keep an eye out on our social media to see any news and updates on it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. I saw someone asking if previously when we were releasing on consoles, we did the same approach with the early access and, having exclusive pack to go with it. We went free to play straight away. So this is actually something that we already did in the past, and we like this approach a lot because we can get the early feedback. Also, the players that support us during the early access or any kind of preview period get something exclusive in return, which for example this time is the reinforcements pack. So we actually did the same thing with Xbox when we were originally coming out, so we were in the game preview for almost a year, and then we did the same thing with Switch as well. PlayStation was the only platform that went free to play straight away, actually.
Yes, indeed. And what time will the game be released? Well, it was the reinforcements pack was released a few hours ago, so you can get the reinforcements pack now. Please go and get it. I think you're gonna have a great time. So, yeah, just let us know how it goes. And as I mentioned earlier, we're collecting feedback, so please let us know what you think through the feedback tracker, ideally there or on our social media. So, yep. Okay, let's see. And then a repeat question. The one we currently work on won't carry over the cosmetic rewards? Wait, hold up. I need
I
to
think
figure.
that they mean the battle pass.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, actually, all of the progress that you are currently doing in the early access will be wiped upon the full release. The only things that will get transferred are the items that are part of the reinforcements pack. You actually buy the reinforcements pack to be able to play the early access. And one of the reasons also is that once we fully release on PC, we want all of the players to have the same experience, so you will be actually playing the same season as the console players.
Yes, indeed. Okay, and let's see. Oh, there was a perfect opportunity actually, because some people were asking, how do you take all of the items into your inventory, as Tom is currently.
F. The F button.
Just hit the F button.
Hit the F button.
Mhm.
It's written there below the UI.
Thank you for explaining, Tom.
No problem.
Okay, and then when does the game come out for free? Later on this year. We're aiming for the free-to-play release later on this year.
I see very good question. If I might jump in. How often should we expect patches for the early access version? Like every week, every month, or stuff like that. So we do not have like a schedule for every single week or something like that. We are actually working on one patch even right now to fix some of the issues. When it comes to the known issues, you can also find them on our website, if I'm not mistaken. So they should be listed there as well. Obviously, and it's not all, but it's the like the biggest ones or the most major ones. Then we would like to basically release patches on demand. So when we see something that is like very broken, or if we get a lot of reports from you, our community, we will make sure to jump in and just release a patch whenever we are ready. But we do not have like a strict schedule that would suggest that we, for example, release only once a month or something.
Yes, indeed. Okay, and then we got some people who are really interested to see how the guns are acting when you get back to the shelter, Tom. So
Sure.
if you could just do some shoot when you get back to the shelter, that would be great. And this might be the perfect time to talk about the weapon overhaul, which is also something that we would like to see some feedback on through this early access period. Oof, would you like to jump in?
Yeah, exactly. We were analyzing the gunplay for a long time on consoles, and we were working for some time to on tweaking the weapons and find out that there are so many things we would like to tweak that we reworked basically the whole system, and we used the opportunity of the early access to put it in there. We managed to bring it in a good shape, so basically we decided to put it in the early access as well. So now in there is a completely changed system of gunplay. redesigned, technically changed, and we will be looking for the feedback, and we still have a lot of room before we release as free-to-play to tweak the guns based on your feedback. We were testing that extensively ourselves, but really looking forward what the players in public say. So don't hesitate to let us know how do you like the weapons. There's a heap of things reworked, including the iron sights. They were tweaked as well, recoil, many parameters, the whole system basically. So yeah, looking forward to your feedback.
Exactly.
Thank
Someone was asking about anti-cheat, so we are actually using easy anti-cheat.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And then there's some compliments. Good day. The game looks pretty crisp. Good work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, and then a question. What's the difference between the current version on PlayStation versus what's happening at Early Access? Yes. Well, Early Access right now, they're playing with the Season 18 Battle Pass. And currently on PlayStation, we just released Season 19 over there yesterday. So that's the main difference. And this also means that people who are playing on PC right now cannot matchmake with people playing on console. This Early Access on PC is just for people who are playing on PC. Those are the differences. Alright, okay. And some people are asking Tom if you could just show off specific ones, like pistols and
Pistols,
the
sure.
G3, please. Okay. And then there's this question, will graphics get better? Well, what would you like to improve in terms of the graphics? This is the perfect time for you to share your feedback with us, because we want to understand better in what sense. So, yeah, just let us know, and then we'll see what we could do about it.
Or I may
Okay.
even repeat, like,
Yeah.
if
Yeah, I
the player
think that
wasn't
would be
here,
great.
I may even repeat what I already said. Like, it may happen in on some certain hardware or certain occasions that the graphics, you feel that it is kind of blurry and not crisp. What you may try. Yeah, the obvious stuff like update your driver, etc., restart the PC after updating the driver. But in the game, navigate to video options and try to flip it to some option of your choice, like set it to medium, set it to high, depends on your rig, or even try epic. You can have a look at the FPS, like there's an option to switch it on. So if you switch it on in the video options and see that your PC works well with medium, just ramp it up to epic and see if the graphics in the game improved. That
Yeah.
may be the solution.
Tom, I don't know what we are playing right now, but if you could show the options, that would be cool as well. The ones that
Sure
we were
thing.
talking about,
Mhm.
just so they know where to find it.
There you go.
Cool. Thank you so much.
And here's the advanced options.
Okay. Lovely. Thank you so much. And some Outlanders are like, what do you mean no multiplayer? There is multiplayer. You're matching up against other Outlanders, other real people who are playing on their computers. Just that you cannot currently create a duo or a trio. You cannot join a team right now, but don't worry, because that's only for early access. It should be fixed after, so in the full release. Okay. And they're like, how does the machete look? Well, I'm sorry, but the machete or the Barracuda knife is not on this stream today because we're streaming from the PC build, which I mentioned earlier. It's on Season 18. So
Yeah.
basically, the Barracuda doesn't exist in the early access right now. If you'd like to know how the Barracuda looks like, which is what we released with Season 19, we had a Dev Diary stream a few days ago. You could check out the VODs on Twitch and on YouTube. And yeah, you could check it out. Or you could check it out in real life too and just update Vigor on console and try it out. So that's also an option.
There's also interesting question. The max FPS is 120. Basically, the max FPS is unlimited on PC, so there's an option for that in the video options. So you may limit it if you wish, but by default it should be unticked. So basically, it's unlimited. So it depends on your hardware and on the complexity of the scene it is currently rendering, right?
Great. And then a question about knives. Do they work on the shooting range? I don't believe
No,
so.
no, they do not.
Okay, thank you for confirming,
No
Tom.
problem.
All right, and some people are like, it looks amazing on my build. Oh, loving it. Thanks for the
Good.
hard work. We're so happy to hear
Thank
that.
you.
We're so pleased.
Nice. Also, good news, I can already see the first community reports coming in from the feedback tracker. Nice.
Wonderful.
Good job,
That's
guys.
Lovely. Okay. All right. I'm not quite sure if there is anything else we'd like to discuss or share with our Outlanders before we wrap up for the day. If anything comes to any of y'all's minds, feel free to.
I think that we covered most of it. I mean, there will be like more information, you know, coming out on our social media, on our website, and I'm sure that we will have videos, more streams and stuff like that in the future. But yeah, I guess that for today, with the limited time that we have, we covered almost everything.
I think so too.
Mhm.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining our dev stream. We are so excited. We're gonna be jumping into a celebration immediately after this because, like I said, there's gonna be cake, there's gonna be a party, and it is not. Tom, it is not a lie.
It's a lie.
Come on.
I'm telling you.
Okay, if you want to be a
Right.
party pooper on your own, you can. We're gonna have the party without you.
All right.
But yeah,
As
thank you
always.
to our lovely devs for taking the time out of their day. Like, it was so hectic. Thank you guys so much for stopping by on this stream. Like,
It's amazing. It's finally out there. You know, you can play it right now. Even after it came out, like many developers jumped into the public servers and they're playing right away. It's super cool. And yeah, just thank you for watching this stream. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for playing the early access, for buying the reinforcements pack, and I hope to see you in the Outlands.
Yeah,
yes, indeed.
Thank you. And also, I would like to add my thanks, like big thanks to our team and everyone who supported the game throughout the years. And thank you to our trustful community for being with us. Yeah, happy to be here, and I will be playing the game as well on PC. So see you in the Outlands one day.
Tom, would you like to impart some final remarks before we head off to the party with the cake?
Just enjoy the game. And the cake is a lie.
Okay, once again, thank you all, guys, like the devs, thank you for joining on the stream today, and thank you to our Outlanders. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys think about the game, and we'll be keeping out an eye on the feedback, so keep that feedback rolling. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the Outlands. Bye!
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.